day after one of the most heinous crimes committed in the country in a long while, a relative of 81-year-old Iselin McFarlane and her granddaughters, 10 and 6-year-old Christina and Michelle McFarlane, was yesterday still haunted by the pool of blood on the floor where gunmen executed them inside their house in St. Catherine. If you go in at the old woman house, you see her marrow upon the floor, and the girl them marrow in the living room. Them kill the two baby them and the old lady, the relative said in anguish. Senior cop with the St. Catherine North Police Division, Superintendent Steve Brown, who has also under 3 decades of service in the police force, described the scene as one of the most gruesome he had ever witnessed. All of the victims fall under the categories of persons we are told to protect: women, children, and the elderly. They shot Iselin McFarlane point blank, Brown told at the house yesterday. Still dazed by the heartless murders, the relative told that he only narrowly escaped death when he left the house at halftime of an English Premier League football match he was watching on television and headed for a bar in the community. At the halftime, I go get out of the house. Me leave go down on the road, and as soon as me reach the bar and the man hand me the special, me hear the shot them fire. I'ma start run go up on me yard, the relative said. He said when he got to the house, he saw another relative running in the opposite direction, carrying the bloodied body of the younger girl in his arms. The little girl later succumbed to her injuries at the hospital. The relative said he ventured into the grandmother's bedroom, where he discovered her body slumped on the floor. He is convinced that she was shot point blank, execution style. I think I run she run and him shoot her, but when I go in the house, I see them execute the old lady in our room, he said. Police report that it occurred around 4:30 p.m. Sunday when gunmen entered the house where they first encountered the grandmother. The men reportedly asked the elderly woman for the whereabouts of a male relative who had arrived at the house from rural Jamaica the day before. According to Superintendent Brown, 6 people were inside the house when the gunmen entered. 3 of them, another woman and 2 men, escaped through a window. The relative said he later found out that one of the men was due in court yesterday. The relative believes that the gunmen were targeting the people visiting the house and killed the old lady and the little girls because they failed to hit their intended target. If the youth did only tell me same have court the day before, I could have saved my family them. Them would have come and find an empty house, he said. Nobody in this yard and have no altercation with nobody a road. Yesterday, a police source told that the gunman's possible intended target has ties to the criminal underworld. On human nights in Tyrrell Heights, 71-year-old Sylvia Stewart would often find respite by sleeping on her veranda with even her back door left open. Now she's deathly afraid. Stewart is still rattled by the bloodbath that unfolded in Tyrrell Heights on Sunday, which severed half a century of fond memories with her best friend Iselin McFarlane. Stewart fought back strong emotions on Monday as she recalled the terror that visited the St. Catherine community. It was almost like it killed 3 children, because that 81-year-old was almost back to being a child. I don't see human beings operating like that. These are works of animals without a conscience and heart, Assistant Commissioner of Police Gary Griffiths said. Up to Saturday night, Christina and Michelle had been playing with Stewart's grandchild at her home. Those priceless moments with the bright and intelligent little girls still fill Stewart's heart with fondness. Iselin McFarlane, who would have turned 82 on Boxing Day, always looked forward to preparing a meal of cow foot for that special occasion each year, Stewart remembers. Me and the grandmother, who died, were one of the first to live here in a board house from Bottle Lamb days. From 1971, me live here in one boardroom, and she live in a boardroom too. That lady was my friend. She was more than a sister to me, Stewart told.
Very nice, intelligent little children, especially Kenisha. Christina, she's 10. She was at my home Saturday up to 7 o'clock watching a show. When I saw the night coming down, I came out with them, pulled my gate to make them go on. She said to me, them can't sit because the light on. And I didn't saw them yesterday. Till I hear that they died. I'm very sad towards it because their grandmother and me was friends from 1971. We came in Tri-Height and lived here in 1971. We never had no problem here. And it's very shocking me to see this happen. That lady was my friend. She's more than a sister to me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And from yesterday, food, no trouble. Food, when I say food.
No
Me
food?
hungry, I'm not hungry. No, me sleep out on my veranda, my grill hoping. I never afraid. I never afraid. Any other night me come out. From 1971, I never afraid. And yesterday me start afraid. You understand what I mean? Okay, because my little great granddaughter now, our father called her and said, "I'll take her out." And me call him back and say, "Where you taking her? Because I don't want you to get no disease." I said to the little girl, my little granddaughter, "Don't travel the water from that side. Go and get the water from this tap." Me see she run up home. I said, "What happened?" She said, "Mama, gunshot." I said, "Me hear everything, but me don't know say a gunshot." And that's what I mean. And when me hear you crying, say Christina dead. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. Two nice little girls. And their father is a father and a mother, everything for them. You see them clothes on the line down there?
Mm-hmm.
The father wash it. You see them uniform, going to school, them white and pretty as a man. I don't know say a man could have wash children clothes so white and pretty. Good father, man. And his two children died. Imagine live how much a person from 1971 and now me afraid. I never afraid before. Because she was my friend. I don't keep woman friend. Understand me?
Yes, Grandma.
The Assistant Commissioner appealed to the community to desist from exacting revenge, a warning he hopes will ward off a series of reprisals that could worsen the crisis. Thank you for listening 876 Report. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for further news.